You're watching the U.S. Marines NIBC Series. It's day 2 of the Porte Invitational from inside the LaPorte Civic Center. Number 1 Montverde was upended yesterday by Sunrise Christian, and he missed just 1 of 14 shots.
He was absolutely phenomenal yesterday. I mean, he is one of the truly elite athletes in the national class, but he had the total game going yesterday. Yeah, there were plays like this where you saw the quick bounce off the floor. There were some big finishes like that, but you also saw inside-out skill. If he starts making this three-point shot consistently, look out, because his game is going to go to a whole nother level.
Now, his Chipotle order includes steak. Now, he is one of the Spartans' top players. Bishop Walsh in the white, Montverde in the purple. Our starting lineups are brought to you by U.S. Marines. Broadcast partner Adam Finkelstein gave a perfect tease earlier in the broadcast.
Good news for Montverde. Sky Clark in the starting lineup today. You can see 55 guarding at the top of your screen right now. Yesterday was not hard to miss him. Well, it is hard to miss him because of his game, too.
The NIBC, Montverde 3-2 after the loss to Sunrise Christian yesterday. On another Bishop Walsh takeaway, Dormu was blocked out of bounds by Sky Clark, who came in from the sky, it appeared, to turn that away.
Yeah, he certainly did. Soared in, a little bit of a lackadaisical pass, but showing his athleticism is just fine. He's back the court, and his skill set is continuing to expand at a steady rate.
Vince Iwuchukwu at 7-1 blocks the shot in the lane by Travis Roberts.
Should try and get him a touch here, Big Vince. He got that block, and then he ran the court.
KJ Evans with the three-pointer as Bishop Walsh seems to be packing the led to a bucket yet. Head coach Kevin Boyle hoping this defense turns into offense. Jalen Hood-Schifino misses the three-pointer, and my goodness, Dylan Mitchell got angry at the rim.
Well, why you...
A takeaway. Dylan Mitchell. Showtime!
Well, Dylan Mitchell is doing his best to rip this rim down. As I said, why use 2 when you only need 1? And how about this one? Little Dominique Wilkins-like throwback.
11 straight points for Montverde. No one has scored for Bishop Walsh, save Travis Roberts, number 30. And Jalen Hood-Schifino with the strip on the run out. Sky Clark missed the dunk. There's Dylan Mitchell, who goes with
right now. Well, that's what you mean, the ability to react as quickly as possible, not just to the ball, but off the floor. And that's what you get with Dylan Mitchell.
Great cut and pass from Vilius Slanina to TJ Robinson, who lays it in. And that time Mitchell, maybe his legs are a little bit tired. He's been dunking so much, he got hung that time.
You don't see that very often.
TJ Robinson for 3, it's good.
After this weekend, we'll meet again. We'll talk about it. We'll make some changes based on what we saw. We'll see in the next 10 days.
Malik Renault with the last bucket for Montverde down Maryland. 20-plus years of coaching experience. Roberts with a fall-away 3 misses. Here's Jalen Hood-Schifino inside of 10 seconds. Blocked at the rim.
So doesn't look like there's a minutes restriction on him so far.
There is a shot clock restriction, however, for Bishop Walsh, and just before the horn finish.
That's an area, though, that Montverde, and Kevin Boyle told me this directly, they have to get more of that in their offense. They need more lob threats, not just for Renault, but for Iwuchukwu as well. And they think
a 3-quarter shot buzzer beater going into halftime by Jarris Walker as Sky Clark hits the win
yesterday. Well, it was IMG head coach Sean McAloon, because he was equally as frustrated, already walked off the court, was headed to the locker room, couldn't wait to tell his guys what he thought of the first half performance.
2-on-1, and Vincent Iwuchukwu, the trailer, with an easy flush after the alley-oop was Lauren down in the low block right now. KJ Evans open for 2. Offensive rebound, Iwuchukwu, and he throws it off the window.
Yeah, really.
Clark to trigger, lob pass, hauled in by Mitchell, and he drops it in.
That's what I mean.
Into the corner, TJ Robinson. Under 10 to shoot as he drives and hits.
Defensively, he's picked up faster than anyone could have hoped for. But defensive end, he's got to be able to contain that basket. Another look at that offensive play there. Quick straight line drive, back to the left hand, nifty finish. Kajani Wright has the power to complement the length and athleticism of Iwuchukwu. So I think that's going to be one of the best incoming front courts.
Dormu to Patterson, turned around and blocked from behind by Iwuchukwu, but it stays with Bishop Walsh.
Watch him move his feet here. 1, 2 strides, quickly back in the play because it only takes them out on the defensive end.
That was something you see Giannis Antetokounmpo do, and what a play defensively by Sky Clark. Iwuchukwu on the catch from Evans, and he drops it home. That was pretty for Montverde.
Yeah, great defensive play from Clark. Baseline out of bounds set. Sky Clark jumps in the passing lane, gets a hand on it, gets his feet under him. Evans with the unselfishness, and that is a tough catch. Really impressive play there.
Good second quarter for Montverde. Jinxed him. Bad pass by Sky Clark. Numbers for Bishop Walsh, and a dunk down the lane for Travis Roberts. He's got 10. Iwuchukwu step back. Boy, all aspects of his game are on display right now.
Yeah, and you can't help but be happy for him because he played at La Lumiere for the last 2 years. This is a bit of a homecoming for him.
Look out! Dylan Mitchell laid it in. To avoid missing the dunk, he took the guaranteed 2.
But put that, to put that in perspective, he caught that ball at his ankles and finished it with his offhand.
Patterson.
Yeah, get another look here. His ability to change ends of the floor, rise up and catch it. There are not many guys who are 7 feet tall who can run and jump like that. Tools that are going to translate. They've got a very bright future.
Sky Clark open underneath. And he gave it back to Malik. Mike Williams to get it in.
And one of the virtues of pressing and playing an up-tempo style when you have this much talent is it increases the number of possessions. And TJ Robinson, again, showing the playmaking ability. You can see why Dan Preet is so high on this
sophomore. But the offer's starting to trickle in from teams in the Northeast. Hood-Schifino drops it off for Renault.
Yeah, the game is being made easy for Malik Renault right now, thanks to the vision and passing ability of his backcourt.
Hood-Schifino has 4 rebounds, 4 assists, and 4 steals for Montverde, all-around player. I don't know how that fell. Here's Renault, who's got 4 third-quarter points. Chance for 6, yes!
Florida. So here's but these are programs that have gonna play each other with more frequency. Lots of times you'd only see them matching up and maybe an event. Derek Whitehead is an improving shooter, but they don't have that knockdown guy that they've had in years past.
How about that steal by Sky Clark? Derek Whitehead looking for his first bucket of the game potentially for Montverde as we look at Whitehead's last 3.
Yeah, I think he's a guy who makes shots. I don't know that he's, when I say somebody's a pure shooter, there's only a couple programs that really try and play that one and done game. I mean, it's really Duke, Kentucky, and then, I mean, even a program like Kansas, I mean, they try and get, they're a blue blood, and they try another big shot there from Robinson. When you look at a prospect as good as Renault, he's going to have national options, and he did. So he had more than one local Florida school.
Iwuchukwu is on the bench and could very well be for the majority of the rest of this game. Derek Whitehead with a
point line. Well, that has started to change and change quickly here this season.
Bishop Walsh begins the 4th quarter with 2 buckets, the second one by TJ Robinson.
Having himself a day. TJ Robinson, just a sophomore, the southpaw. Big shots, big plays. He's got a very bright future here under Dan Preet.
Jalen Hood-Schifino got point guard skill set and a long pass to Amir Ali. Tipped pass, but Whitehead is there. Past Queen, he keeps it alive. Ali with the spin and the finish.
Well, you can see it was like Velcro. It's something that you probably don't notice if you're watching at home, but his hands.
That's a miss from Mike Williams and the rebound to Renault.
Bishop Walsh has stayed in this zone.
Derek Whitehead in and out. Renault wins the battle for the rebound. Wow, the perseverance. Renault another rebound. He's stuffing the stat sheet in the second half.
Yeah, he doesn't want to come off the bench anymore. He's making that pretty clear. A
takeaway by Williams. up to TJ Robinson. A couple of
really
bounces.
Haven't even started to figure out who's recruiting you and who's not yet. You get a look at Malik Renault there, and that's what we're talking about there, those extra effort plays. But TJ Robinson has certainly, and to show the way in which he doesn't hesitate, you know, he's not scared off by this stage. He seems to really embrace it and want to thrive. And based on their performance, really, and it took some time to settle in, but based on their performance after that first quarter, they have
window. Here's Crawford, taken away by Daniel Dormu. Dormu nearly lost the handle. Williams drops it in. Australian basketball continues to rise. There's Crawford with the three-pointer.
6 junior guard who was arguably their best player in the first week of the NIBC season. So I know they're looking forward to getting him back in the lineup.
Well, that was a dunk by Derek Queen. You've been talking about his hands all game, or at least in the second half, Adam, and is a Montverde response in a big way with a 78-45 win over Bishop Walsh. Montverde will likely drop in the rankings from the top spot, but this is still a team that is going to be there at the very end, presumably at the Geico Nationals in April.